Copyright 2017 Win Your Brand. All rights reserved. This video is subject to copyright owned by Win Your Brand. Any reproduction or republication of all or part of this video is expressly prohibited, unless Win Your Brand has explicitly granted its prior written consent. All other rights reserved.
Okay, so let's just let's just reconvene again. So when we talk about these features, you have to figure out that these features are we talked about pricing. So Claudia was mentioning pricing. If I have these features is a discrimination between general seating, preferred seating, and VIP seating. So for a general against VIP, the VIP will have what?
Exclusivity.
Or what? They have more. They need more features. That's right.
More premium.
More premium. So what are the typical premiums for VIP? Exclusivity to the
Front row.
Front row is a second one. Exclusivity is another one.
Which?
Exclusivity. So you have exclusive access.
Extra tidbits or secrets or
Tangible. Extra will be extra. It can be a VIP. It can be VIP book. It can be lunch with. You have the lunch with the main coach or the speaker. You have. I don't like the lunch because the lunch will incorporate more cost. Because if you have 100 individuals in your showroom, in your venue, and you have 20 of them VIP, you'll go them for lunch. The lunch has to be in a separate room. But if you have 5 to 6 VIP only, they can be on one table in the same venue. So it's a different costing can happen. Okay. So these are samples of the feature for VIP. Whenever I ask this question, I don't get too much of interesting answers. So the question for you is how many of you has had lunch or exclusive access inside their features? We wrote some features. We debated them for at least 1 hour or 45 minutes, right? How many of us thought about using exclusive access or lunch or the extra stuff? None of us.
It's a Shamir hour. Might be 45 minutes. Might be
Yeah, I mean,
60.
It's a Shamir.
It's a Shamir
It's
hour.
enough. Like,
Okay.
No one knows what it is. Really.
So this gets to a point that the difference between different layers of offering, it comes from the feature. So Tony Robbins, for example, will give you a row section. So you say row 1 to 5 will be $2,000. Row 5 or row 7 to 15, I believe. It was like 1,400. And all this feature is the proximity. So we were chatting the other day and they said,
Did you go to that when he was here?
we went to the back I was in the back of the stage.
Oh,
Yes.
that's the closest he can get.
No, this is not the closest you can get. This is the ugliest place you can be. One of the jokes went around is how much can you afford of spits from Johnny Robbins spits? Because when he was stand, he spit on people, you know. So this is what some of the jokes. The thing is, these features will show you who is interested, who is really eager to know. So if I have a VIP seating up for front row with a high interaction, what will happen? You will know that these people have the pain and they need to solve it. That's right?
or not necessarily, or they just like the status.
What do you
If
mean?
it's in a Tony Robbins thing, I got VIP seats. The person with a lot of pain is the guy way at the back that scraped and to come to this thing. But the guy in the front says, you know what? Not all of them, just generalizing. But
the odd one. There's
the odd one will
person.
be, here's the status.
Look at me, I'm sitting at the front.
I got
It's
Tony
like
Robbins.
nosebleeds.
I'll do
Is that
status
the
before I
lanes?
do
Those are
before I
the
do
biggest
pain.
mature
Fans.
Yeah,
Fans,
exactly.
right?
Okay. However, anybody will go to one of these events and don't expect to pay between $5,000 to $50,000 on the back end. He is fooling himself.
Oh no, we know that. We know that.
Okay. So these are the point I want to say here is when we talked about features. If you look at the other material I shared with you before, we talked about basic feature, we talked about extra, we talked about bonus, and we talked about add-on or extra, add-on, and bonus. So there are 4 categories of features. Okay. So what is the basic feature? The basic feature, everybody will come to my workshop, will attend how long? 1 day? To learn about, that's right? 1 day to learn about change management. That's right?
No, but that's okay,
No, give me the numbers.
because it's gonna be 5 days, 1 hour per day.
Okay, so everybody will come, will attend 5 days at 1 hour per day.
Yes,
Okay? Everybody will come, will receive a workbook.
yes.
Everybody will come, will receive a personalized plan.
Yes.
Okay? Now,
Personalized plan, I haven't.
a personalized plan, because if you send them, if you give them the framework, what you call a template or framework, and they will fill it themselves, it will become personalized to their company.
Okay.
That's right? So these are the 3 basics for now. You can have more than 3 for basics. What are the add-on features?
Eventually, it'll be a book or
The add-on feature for them to when they attend the event.
for them when they attend an event.
Yeah. So it can be Q&A session. It can be
One-on-ones.
maybe customized strategy session or Q&A session. What about bonus?
What about what?
Bonuses from features.
I offer dessert. One-on-one session.
It can be any. But one example for the bonus will be, you have this extra book.
How's
Or-
a bonus different than an extra?
It's your own definition and how you use it. So basic, basic, add-on, bonus, extra are 4 categories of features where you have to use them for different reasons. So if you want to tell somebody, sign up now, you give them the bonus, the extra. If you want to get somebody, if they want to get the first 3 to sign up, they will get this bonus. Okay? So when I come here, I say, you are here because you want to change, and this is the basic, what you will get. And because this particular event is special for you guys, I'm getting you this add-on. And if you sign up today, you receive this extra. And if you sign up right now, the first 3 will get this bonus. Usually, if you sign up right now, the one-on-one strategy session will kick in. That's why I don't want to, it's a feature, but I didn't want to use it. So there is no difference between basic, extra, bonus, add-on. It's just a categorization that we do to understand where we want to use them. So how to address the question, how do you guarantee everybody will walk away with the same value? Because everybody is receiving a minimum of the basics. Okay? For this special event, I will give you an extra, which may be a meditation course, maybe an extra recording, a sneak peek, evaluation, pre-evaluation form. Okay? And you keep going how you can classify these features.
So if your bonuses are offered to the first 3 to sign up, what's your add-on?
You have to, the add-on for people to sign, the add-on will be to show how you are generous to provide more features. It can be readings, it can be exclusive access to a website or to online resources. Okay? So when you design these features, you understand that you design them for these 4 layers. Okay? I know someone in this room, maybe more than one in this room. When I first met them, I said you cannot be providing a coaching service without having an online academy.
We are having what?
An online academy, online university, online user access or membership website. And people will say, you are wrong. I said, yes, okay, I'm wrong. I'm not wrong, unfortunately, because when you design these things, what is the true thing you can even offer? You can always offer is your hours. That's it. Like our good friend, which we attacked him all day long today, when he started saying, I'm giving this 1 to 2 hours. I don't want to say names, okay? Don't think of. When somebody come and say, when somebody come and say, I can only offer 1 to 2 hours, it's great. You know what? Each one of us can offer up to 24 hours a day of work because we have only 24 hours a day. But if you only do it for one hourly rate, you cannot make it. You cannot make it through. When you start to expand, you will realize that you need. Are you now in search for different bonuses you can offer to your team? Yes or no? Are you looking for other features you can add at a lower cost to you to demonstrate the investment and how exhaustive and how rich your offer? Okay? So what is the easiest one to do? It's a membership website. It's very simple. It's a ebook. It's a collection of white papers. It's your recording, your recorded courses, your recorded audios. So when somebody comes and does not have the mindset and is not open enough and say, I want to launch a consultation business and I don't want to do it by the hour, but I don't want to stand in front of the camera, I don't want to record. Okay, don't stand in front of the camera, don't record, get somebody else to do it for you. There are people who sell audios, who sell videos. Like we have access to lots of these courses, which is just 3 to 4 hours courses made by some people, anonymous, and you can have them with all the rights.
So
What? Yeah, go ahead.
is a Facebook group the same as a membership site?
Facebook group, if it's a secret group, is sexy enough. But if a general Facebook or a private, if it's a private, so the words, if you look at the power word, you'll find specific words. So user access only. So I'm giving you a website for user access only, or a 1 year free, a 1 year complimentary or free membership to a website. I'm giving you access to a private group. I'm giving you access to a secret group. But if you give them to a group which is public, what's the value? It's not special enough. That's right? Does it make sense?
You have to also determine if your tribe lives on Facebook. Depends on your clientele. Is Facebook the right place? Is LinkedIn the right place? That's very hard.
And the problem with the Facebook with the problem now with the Facebook statistics, that each one of the is in all the new operating systems, they have an online access to the Facebook, no matter if you access your Facebook or not.
Yeah, so but that's triggered by Facebook to say, give you notifications.
Yes, but when Facebook comes and says there are so many active people, and so many active people,
Whoever logs in, right? Yeah.
whoever logs in, not however, it's the same for WhatsApp. You know WhatsApp?
Yeah.
Yes.
WhatsApp is a communication system.
Yeah.
And their user base are deceiving, because the minute you install it on your phone, it's a phone system, so you can get notification from them.
Yeah.
So you will be active. Are you using it? No. Are you active on it? Yes. So I don't use it. I have Viber, I have WhatsApp, but I don't use them quite often. Quite often I got a message or a phone call from my uncle or somebody say, oh, are you okay? I said, what's wrong? He said, we have been trying to connect with you on Viber for so long and you didn't call us back. I said because I'm not using it on a daily basis, but the fact is in the background of my phone, it shows people that I'm active. So when you get these statistics, you have to be careful. Okay? So any more discussions on the feature section? Okay. The next level will be that you should have testimonials. So you can have a VIP level, and you can have a general, you can have a preferred, and you can have 2 to 3 pricing. Okay? You should at least have 2 tiers, because the 2 tiers will get you you understand how people are interested, especially if you do your own marketing for your event. So you should have at least 2 tiers, general and VIP.
Is there a number of attendees that you would need to have before you even establish a second tier? Like if you've got 10 people coming, obviously, you know, if your reach is so much that only 10 people attend your workshops, obviously you don't want to have the 2 tiers. But what is that break-even point where above a certain amount of people you would want to have that? Or is that a catch-22?
So why are you judgmental?
I'm not. That's what I'm saying.
No, you're judgmental. You know, he keeps changing seats and doesn't matter where he goes, my friend. We always. It's an excellent point you bring, by the way. So if you have 10 individuals coming to your workshop, and if I stand at the very beginning and offer these 10 a VIP seating, how many of them will buy? 2.
Oh, I say 0. Because it doesn't have a large enough area to differentiate where you sit with only 10 people.
But they don't know there's only 10 people coming.
So if two will sign up as a VIP, are you willing to cancel the event and talk these 2 one-on-one to get them to your service?
Yes.
So how did you know the 2?
How do you know what?
How did you know that these 2 will be interested? Because they pay a little bit of money.
So they're more engaged. They're more willing to commit. So they're easier to take to the next level.
So what happens if you cancel the event? What impression will you give the VIP people?
You will make it with them one-on-one and you will refund their money. Because immediately this will be an enrollment sessions. Remember, there's only one objective of having this seminar. What is the objective?
So,
Sign your program.
Right.
So if I have 10 people, I will promote the front seating, and I will have 10 will be sitting like maybe 4 like this. Okay? And the front of the room here. So you will give the VIP the front seat.
Yeah.
And can you also say for 2 hours prior to the event?
Yes, you will give them all the other values, okay?
Okay.
You may also be like one guy I know, and he will cancel this one, and he will put people back further down because he's trying to promote the other 2 seats. There's so many ways to do it. The other thing is, if you sell your VIP for $47 and you rent this room for $100 and you get these 2, does they cover your event or not?
Yeah, barely.
Oh, don't tell me $6, okay?
You just went into $6 loss here. No,
There are so many values.
Yeah. So my question here.
The other can you look at the other perception is, if I can provide you a core and I can provide some people with money and extra material, it means 2 things. I am more knowledgeable, I have more authority. Secondly, we are here to sell. We are not here for fun. Okay? We are here to sell, we are not here for fun.
We mean business.
We mean business. Disney is a business. Disney is not fun. Disney is a serious business. This is my always said. What's your question?
It's just the impression that people get when I set up a workshop and then there's 10 people signed up. 2 of them signs up for VIP. Then I go back to, I don't care about the 8 people. In a sense that I don't care how they view this. I would just say it's canceled, sorry.
No, you don't cancel it. I'm saying the cancellation is an exception. I'm not telling you to cancel it. I'm still saying, like, if the event is 10 people, the event is I held events with 5 individuals. 4 of them sign up to my program, which is 10,000 program.
I'm talking
10,000.
about the tier
Like I'm saying, like I had a 5 people event.
I
5.
I don't have a problem running
And
a workshop for 5
There was a VIP there. I remember. I don't remember how many, but there was very number. Maybe one was only VIP or something like that. And when I had 5 in the room for 3 days, 4 of them sign up. The 5th one sign up like 6 months later.
What about the VIP? How would the VIP feel paying the extra dollar?
That's why when you give them the books, when you give them the access, when you give them the information, they feel overwhelmed.
So really, what you're doing is the VIP will not only get front seating, but they're going to get all these other bonuses.
Oh yeah. We talked about so many. We
And
talked
then he
about.
goes, liquid I got. And you did.
Actually,
You would start passing these things from the back. Can you pass this on to the VIP person so it really gets a feel it?
actually, this is happening. I was exactly want to tell you this is the following. Like there are some individuals in town here who they will have a special bag for the VIP,
Yeah, swag bag.
and the swag bag will be like blue and silver shiny.
Yeah.
Okay, like I had the 3 or 4 of these bags in my home.
MMI does that too. Millionaire Mind.
And when you see these bags, and it will just be, some of them will pick up red colors because red is like this red is the number 1 sought colors in giveaways. If you have red bags, everybody will come to it. Ladies, Chinese, everybody will love the red bags. So when you give these bags, it has an influence. There is an individual here who majority of you also do know. He has his event, and in his event will give you a VIP, and they'll tell you, oh yeah, go to the back. The VIP people will go to the back and pick up the recording and the audio and the movie he had, but he never passed it. So we went in as non-VIP, and we got the stuff too,
Because you went to the back.
because we went to the back,
Yeah.
and they did know us. So they expected we were VIP. So when I got the material, I proved my point. I went back and I paid the VIP price because I have some level of asset. But I usually want to challenge the system to know how robust is it. This is my business. My
Is that
business.
how you got on the backstage of Tony Robbins?
Sorry?
Is that how you snuck into the backstage?
No. This is a different story. This is a complete different story. Because I work with some of the organizers. I'm very close to some of the organizers. I have a professional relation with some of the organizers. Okay, so this is how you position the features. Now, if you run out of features and you don't know what to do, where do you look? Look at your competitor. See your competitor, what they offer. Because you need to bring something to the market where the audience expect and Excel pay on that. So if you're yes, yeah, go ahead.
Can you have, like in Claude's situation, one of his offers is the 4 different lunch and learns for 5.
Yep.
Can it be a lateral offer, or is that considered another product altogether if he offers a customized lunch and learn based on that company's?
I would recommend not to confuse everybody. You design this as a separate offer.
Okay.
Because if
Because
you
what I was wondering, from a testing standpoint, to know that if he took out those 2 offers, sort of, and presented them, then he's going to find directly who's interested in what in the audience.
nobody will be interested in you if they don't know you in a long-term relationship. It takes time. So how do they know you? It will lead to the next point I will bring. So if you should not have more than 1 offer. Because remember, our audience are ignorant. Start with 1 in Latin as a number. They need 1 thing. If you come and say, here's my standard offer, and here's my customized offer, they will confused. You say, here's my standard offer. Do you have any feedback to me? Do you have anything which you see as change? They say, oh yeah, we don't like this part. Oh, would you like me to give you a customizable offer?
Okay, so you can.
But if I come to you, I say option 1, option 2, which one you will select?
You confuse them.
You confuse them. Remember, the model which we deal with is you have a core offer, or you have a core features for now. You have extras, you have ads on, you have bonuses, you may have VIP packages. Okay? Remember, if you do it in this way, if you do it the island model, you need a boat or a bridge between them. But if you do it in this way, you can walk all the way. I cannot find any other analogy or any other way to stress it more than that. Okay? Like if you have bookkeeping and accounting, it's one package. Okay? Or the smallest will be bookkeeping, the biggest one will be bookkeeping and accounting. But if you only do bookkeeping and you do only accounting, it sends the wrong message. Because if you do accounting on somebody else's bookkeeping, it means what? You don't trust your bookkeepers. So we talk about programs which can sell for millions, not keep pushing. So if I have bookkeeping, accounting, business plan, strategy plan, and they are not related, you will have hard time talk to all of them. But if you say I have a service for business owner which is bookkeeping, and we could do bookkeeping and accounting for the gold package, and we do bookkeeping and risk management for the bigger package, and we do bookkeeping, accounting, and for the bigger package. This, in my understanding and what we've seen, will have a better reasoning in the market. Which means you have to sell with one price and the others will be additional. Does this make sense?
Very much, yeah.
Yeah. And if you don't like it, do whatever you like. I'm not here to tell you which one will work, which one will not. I'm just trying to share with you what's less risky. At the end of the day, is all of them are effort, and all of them are time and effort. So it's not simple. So if you have if on the level of the workshop, you can have a workshop, general seating, VIP seating, whatever levels. In terms of your offer, you can have the workshop as offer, which will lead to a service, and the service will have something like this. Maybe 2 to 3 tiers service. And why do you need, the other thing is, why do you need the VIP? Which is just coming back to the same point you made.
Qualifying.
One way to qualify, so why do I need the general? Because people don't know what they need. So if I'm funneling people in, some of them will not like it and they will leak out. So this leak out people, I must give them a simple, lower cost offer. You know what? If you cannot pay me $1,000 a month, you can buy $100 online tools. Do you agree you need this service?
Yes.
Do you have the $1,000? You say, I don't feel I have it.
Yeah.
Okay, can you come to $100 online only? Or can you come for $300 or $400 a month for a working group only? Okay, so it plays so many facets and so many areas of offering an information product. Okay, some of the clients, some of the customer, if you remember the workshop on sales and the closing deals, there are 16 types of customers. There is customers who would love to go and sleep on it for a couple of days. They are kinesthetic. They need time. So if one of these is the people who needs time, you need to keep engaging with them. So how you will engage with them?
Email correspondence, you mean?
You need to give them something, and you need to follow up on it. That's right. You need to let them walk with their strategy, and prepare in your system somebody to discuss it with them later on. Okay, which is one technique Basic Banana is using in town. So do you see why do you need a VIP? And if you have only 5 or 10 sign up, there is nothing wrong with you. You go, you say, you know what? I promoted everybody here to be VIP. Or you communicate with these people and say, you know what? I have a leftover open seats VIP, and I'm giving all of you this rest of it as a VIP status.
Well, that would piss off the two that paid.
They will never know.
Oh, they'll know.
They will never know.
Really?
Yeah, there is a way they will never know.
Okay, if there's a way they'll never know, that's good.
Because you can always give a scholarship as a VIP. There's so many ways. Like, there are so many ways to achieve what you want to do without exposing your business, without exploiting your business.
Exploiting?
Yeah. Because when people will notice you are cheating, and at the end of the day, it's your business, your service. You have to design it the way you like. Any more questions or any more discussion on this? Now, when I come back here, so I will have here these features. What is the immediate question for somebody who received benefits and features will pop in his mind?
How much?
We give them how much, because you have here the values and it must be a price somewhere.
Okay, this right here.
So the immediate question will be is, who else is using this? That's right. Who else is using that? So to answer who else is using that, what should we do?
Get testimonials.
Beautiful. So you should have a testimonials here. Just keep it orange.
Links to your competitor.
You should have a testimonial here of an examples where you can affirm the benefits. And how the testimonial look like? Remember, testimonial is what? It's a stool with 3 legs. Pain point, defining moment, happy outcome. Any testimonial is what? Stool with 3 legs.
And
If you do,
where that gets added to below your benefits,
below your features.
below your features.
Or you can have it as a rectangle here. Like, there's so many ways to have it, but usually it's below the features.
What are the 3 legs again?
It's always PP, which is pain points, DM, defining moment, HO, happy outcome. If you go to the bar, you know the stool in the bar, and even the stool in the bar is broken, I can sit on 3 legs. If you are at home, you can have stools with 3 legs. And believe me, almost every home will have a visitor room, visitor bedroom, which always have a table with 3 legs. This is the only place I've seen a table with 3 legs. They have this guest room, and majority of them will have this. So remember, it's 3 legs. Pain point, why they were looking for such a service like yours. Defining moment, why did they join your service? If it's a referral, is awesome. If it's just trying out other people and they're coming to you, is more beautiful, because it means that you are. If it just they met you in a workshop and this what happened, it's a conveyor message. It conveys a message that your workshop is important. And then happy outcome, what they achieve once they have this offer. The first question, I'm starting, I don't have testimonials. Go 2 answers. Answer number 1, if you have the time, go find any guinea pig and try your testimony on him, and you get a testimonial in exchange. Number 2, go to your friends and let them give you a testimonial. Let them give you a testimonials on how wonderful man you are and how you impacted their life. Any level of testimonials is better than none.
So can I take one from the evaluations from continuing ed? Like, is there some
If you
kind of
get,
policy?
if you have evaluations and stuff like that, you may want to use it because when you have evaluation, you cannot tell their names. That's right. So what you can say, what they say about my offer, and you basically write it,
So you can put the first name.
and you can put the first name and the city, or you can put the first initials. Because if you don't, you cannot. You can say WAE, not WB. Like, okay, my mind is wild, but how WB initials? But you can use like WA. Okay, like the most important part. If somebody will challenge you, you have the evidence of the record, because you are under competition acts if you lie, and nobody will get you into court. However, there is a competitional. There is a board in Toronto, situated in Toronto, where they look under this Competition Act, Fair Competition Act. So if you say things are not true, and people have the capacity to report to you, and these guys have enough time to convince that you have to investigate you, I always work from this perception. That's why majority of testimonials I use are video recorded testimonials. And then I extract the text, or our testimonials come through emails from people, because people right now, they don't have time to sit and write testimonials, right? So just you have to be, if you take care of yourself and your business to the final possible level of details, everything will happen in a good way. Okay, so testimonials will be the next level. What you can say in testimonials,
Getting back to the pain point, it's how did they find you, or what attracted them to you?
The defining moment is how they find you.
The BP.
The pain point, what struggles they have.
What struggles they have? Okay.
And the pain point are very important to match your audience. So for example, when I give my seminars, I have only one signature seminar, which they taught us back 5-6 years ago. However, they don't tell us that you need to have between 60 to 100 different stories. Because when I stand in Ambrose University in front of students in business school, I cannot talk about business owners. I cannot talk about technology companies. I have to bring stories from my teaching time, where how I empower and I push students starting their own businesses in grade 3 and grade 4, and how I struggled with them trying to get them to finish their degrees, because entrepreneurship is a good concept. The minute you introduce it in first and second year of engineering schools and science schools, you will increase the number of dropouts. I understand Bill Gates has dropped out from a university level. He's not dropped out from, he has a high school. There is nobody, I don't remember that anybody does not even have a high school. However, our system is built in a way to get us degrees, and people sign up, spend like 3 years already in a degree. They miss like 3, 4, 5 courses, 10 courses. So they want to focus on the business, or they want to finish the degree. So this is a kind of example that I will share with Ambrose College, the new college here in town. When I went to University of Calgary, it's the same. When I went to Montreal, it's the same. So when you go in front of audience, you have to give stories relevant to this audience. And you have to tell testimonials and the stories which is a little bit ahead of them. So if you work with a 4-people company, you have to share stories on when you beat 10 individuals. When I work with a 400, 500 employee company, their next milestone is to be 600. So I cannot talk to them about multinational companies. So Graham and Cana, these are isolated, unique businesses. The other construction companies are not like them. So when you are in these consortiums, you have to use examples where how you help somebody as close as these people. But if you come to a family-oriented, family-owned construction company, they don't even recognize themselves as employees. So when you talk about small business, how you manage it, do you understand this?
I do.
So, these testimonials has to match majority of your audience. The next one, any more questions on testimonials? So you can be clever, intelligent enough to illustrate pain points, rational and relevant to the readers or to the audience. So what is the pain point? Because you had a good business. So you talk about high paid customers, that's right? High value customer. So what is the pain point for that? That people currently working with customers or clients cannot afford their service.
Right.
So Jane will give a testimonial. I had 16 different customers, but I cannot pay the bill because this customer cannot pay. They pay late, and I'm always behind. When I scout the market, I found your service. And when I found your service, I landed 1 or 2 customers only, which gave me more time because I only work on 2, not 16. However, the contract was much higher value, which I made more money out of 2 than serving 16. That's it. This testimonial, when somebody reads it, what they will think. I'm in the same boat. Let's explore it. So when you talk about pain point here, you have to be able to make it simple to them that they have the same pain point. And you can have more than 1 testimonial if you want to. You can have 2, 3, 4, whatever, based on the different pain point. Because someone will come and say, so I should have 1, 2, or 3. It's not 1, 2, or 3. It's do you cover 80% of the pain point in one? If it's yes, just have 1. If you cover different pain points or different demographic or different, like maybe project management to find jobs, or engineers, or lab technicians, or scientists, or doctors. So if I'm making a presentation for professional, which is engineers and doctors, I need to have how many testimonials? At least 2. 1 from an engineer, 1 from a doctor. That's right? Does this make sense? Mm-hmm. Nothing wrong with saying more testimonial, find it on my website. Oh, do you need a website? Yes. Okay. Now, what is the next level? The next level is you need to have your guarantees. So what are the 3 guarantees you can have for your business?
Money back guarantee.
Money back guarantee is the worst one, and you usually don't like it. So what are the guarantee?
Satisfaction.
Satisfaction. Can you guarantee the quality? What do you say no?
Well, can you guarantee that you're gonna give somebody, like once they become accountable of the information, can you really guarantee that they're gonna use it? No.
Oh, but you'll guarantee that you're giving them the information.
I guess you can guarantee your deliverables.
Which is what? Which is what? If I guarantee,
Tangibles.
which is what? How you can name it as a value to the customer? Because he said right, I guarantee your satisfaction. What is your satisfaction? When do you come here? Do you feel? Are you satisfied with the service here? It's a fuzzy, warm feeling. What does it mean? So when I guarantee that you will come, you will be respected, you will have fun. By the way, one of the features is have fun, and one of the other features is bring positive attitude and open mind.
Bring what?
Positive attitude and open mind. Okay, this is one of the features.
That's not a feature though. That's an attitude.
But bringing an attitude is part of the features. They always list it as part of the feature. At the end, they say, we will have fun.
Yeah, it's like a fun interactive workshop.
A fun interactive workshop. Or open-minded, meet the open-minded similar businesses. So they add one as end. However, to get back to the guarantee thing, okay? So can you guarantee that anybody will come to your website, building business, will be satisfied? If you cannot guarantee this, you cannot be in business. Okay?
I
So
think you're thinking about the consequences of them saying, I'm not satisfied.
Yeah, because I mean, we could all be here in the room and have totally different experiences. So there'll be some maybe who leave and didn't have fun, or some are going to leave and didn't.
it's
find
my
fun.
role as a moderator and the facilitator here to make sure that everybody will walk out from here not sad.
Yeah, but I think the question is.
So also I wanna just elaborate one thing. I will guarantee that anybody will come here when there is a washroom. They can use the washroom. I guarantee each one will have a manual. Each one will be dealt with respect. There are some situations where I have to stop, and some situations where I have to shout, and some situations where we have to walk people outside the room, because we guarantee satisfactions and we the best use of your time being here. Many of you here will come and say we are overwhelmed. There's they call it ton of shit spelled on our heads. So you must be able to guarantee the level of service. You don't guarantee the level and the quality of service. You don't guarantee the consequences of your service. Because I cannot guarantee, nobody can guarantee that. You know, you can launch a product and then there is a depression outside. You can launch a skating business and the manufacturer was delayed and you end up being in summer. That's right. You can launch a swimming suit shop and for the website was late. People end up being in September. So you cannot sell in North America. So we cannot guarantee the window opportunity out there. But what we guarantee that if you apply any of these rules, you will see a positive change in the results. But I cannot guarantee that you will apply these rules. But I can guarantee your satisfaction. I guarantee that you will learn things nobody else is teaching it. And I guarantee you learn experience. Money back is another one. Sorry, what do you want to say?
No, I'm just looking for the three types of guarantees. One
So-
is satisfaction with the services that you provide. So the satisfaction is benchmarked against the quality of the service and the level of the service you provide. So basically you can measure that and say, yeah, I did do that. How you receive this is different.
And to increase how you receive it, just one extra tip for people around the table here. You can keep asking questions to make sure they get the point. That's right. What is the second one?
Is money back guarantee not one of the three?
Money back guaranteed is one of the three. However, it has lots of the issues, because when you sell and you deliver, okay, and you offer a money back guaranteed, what will happen? People will come ask back for their money for unknown reason.
Yeah, you take advantage of that.
Take advantage of that. So what have been used in this industry and what's recommended to use is you don't give a money back guarantee. What you give is, if the system will not work for you, I am willing to work for, especially if you offer group coaching, I will work with you one-on-one to satisfy or to fill the gaps. So Karen and the other people, what they do is if their coaching systems that don't work, they sit with you one-on-one. You can give them cancellation anytime, subject you go back and charge them for the service they received. Okay, so money back guaranteed is an option. However, you can do it in this way. If you want to have sign up, you can give them 10 days money back guaranteed as upfront. Like if somebody will sign up within 10 days, they can cancel for no reason. This is another way to do it. And if you do the 10 days guarantee, you make sure you cancel them.
Cancel them?
Yeah, if somebody will sign up for your service and within 10 days without receiving any service or any value, they change their mind, cancel them, because if they go around and they talk in the community,
Yeah.
they will burn you out.
Yeah.
Okay. So satisfaction is the least one you can have.
Least risky, you mean?
Is the least guarantee you can have. of the three. What is the third one you have?
I don't know, I'm asking, what's the third guarantee? That is
You
money
told me you
back.
had three.
No, you had three, you said that three.
You had three.
No. You said you had three, I'm waiting for the second and the third, so you've answered the second one, money back. What's the third one?
Let's just get through the table, see who else has different guarantees.
Product swap? Well, you broke it down to 1 to 3. I didn't capture 1, 2, 3 either.
Oh, okay.
No, we're only at two, satisfaction, money back, and no, we're trying to dig for the third.
So the first one was
Satisfaction.
satisfaction.
I thought it was learned something.
Satisfaction guaranteed. That's I'm thinking of a friend of mine he was a guide on the Camino Trail, and she guided 7 women through the whole 10-day journey. They want their money back.
Yeah, but what the
But that was their perception. They didn't receive the
But the distinction was that I guarantee you that you will survive the 7-day trek, and I guarantee you that. That I guarantee you that you will be, you will have all the amenities that you want. That is. In the
That's
business.
not what the guarantee was
That's a
about.
yeah,
He
but-
said
yeah.
satisfaction guarantee.
Right, but you should be satisfied that you can check it off this list. Is the distinction he's making. It's not subjective anymore because you can check it off the list as to did you go and stay at this hotel?
A non-subjective satisfaction.
Well, you don't state it that way, but you.
But that's really what it is.
Yeah.
And that's why in majority of the events you have to make a survey at the end.
You have to what?
To have a survey. What are you doing with the survey?
See the results.
You're getting
No, we are making sure your butt is covered by having the satisfaction have been checked out. sorry, you have to say it this way, okay?
That's like an evaluation form.
Yes,
Fill the
this is like
eval-
evaluation forms.
Yeah, but it's also like did you get to the end of your trip as it was outlined in the thing? Yes, I did. Well, now you basically said I'm satisfied.
Yeah.
Right.
So
In that
all of these tools are not made because I meet individuals who will go to an event and they will come back and say, I want to do an event like this guy. So I said, okay, let's just, I have this evaluation or survey at the end, I will give it. I said, you read through it, it does not check out any of the satisfactions. I know these other guys because I know the back end of the, I know or I developed for them the back end. So we understand why they have these questions. So when you start to question these individuals, they don't get it. So the whole objectives, what is the main objectives or 2 objectives of a survey or a evaluation form at the end? The first objective is I will take this material, give it to their boss to tell him that your people wants me to come and give more to your company. There is a company in town here got the export awards where they do that. They do this on the export award. They do like $40 million a year of training because they go to the employees, they get them to write in the 5-question survey or evaluation form at the end. Do you recommend this to be given to others? The people will check yes. So what they do is they accumulate this data, they scan it, they call up the boss, they say, you know what, hey, we were in front of 200 of your organization, man, and they would recommend us for free. And they would recommend us to teach your other 12,000 employees. So what the CEO will say?
Wow.
When are you coming? Okay, so this when you deal, and these people exclusive in the US, so this is not in Canada. So when you deal with huge organizations like health services, big oil and gas companies, these surveys are used for this purpose. When you sell individuals, your surveys will be what? Like you guys got not every month, supposed to be every month, but every other month or so, and a questionnaire. Are you satisfied with the service or not? And it's so silly for somebody to get an email with yes or no. And our interest is if somebody is not satisfied, what we will do? We will start a dialogue. Why and how we can enhance our service. And so when you do these surveys, it has to answer and close the loop against a lawsuit on satisfaction guarantee. They will never go to a lawsuit. It's very, very rare. But you have to be at the extreme. You have to make sure your stuff are going checkpoint right, no gaps, no risk, no windows to get more flies in.
But you also, by using that approach, you're also having a pulse on your audience, so that you know how well your program is geared. So it's not less about getting sued. It's more about how well your program is doing and whether you can enhance it to add
Yeah.
some-
However, the ego of many of the deliverables, I say, we know our program is good and nobody else can do it like us. How often did you hear this from your customers?
I say it all the time.
So this is the point of having an evaluation. So the evaluation has to be driven toward closing the gap of the guarantee. So satisfaction guarantee, and if you have it, there is a logos for it. You can use the logo because the logo will be more effective in communication. You can use success guarantee, like or win your brand guarantee, stuff like that. So, any more questions for guarantees?
Yeah, we're still missing the third.
Sorry,
We're still missing the third.
I give you more than 5.
You're not paying attention.
see that.
Yeah. Now, when you sell an expensive product, which include when you sell an expensive product, which included, you always give a 1-year warranty or a 3 months warranty. So you tell them if anything wrong happen with the product, you have a warranty backed guarantee. We can either replace it or change the part which caused you the problem. Okay?
Well, that's if it's a tangible product, like.
Yeah, if it's and we also sometimes sell tangible product, because part of the features you will find out that you can have hats, you can have mugs, you can have bottles. That's right. Like in my registered trademark of Win Your Brand, we have more than 120 products, because you can trademark something and go. So my pens are nobody can write Win Your Brand on a pen. Nobody can write Win Your Brand on a shirt, on a notepad, on a water bottle, on a golf stick. There's so many classes we have. So if you do the business a little bit further down, you will find yourself customizing few things. Like how many of you here, when they come and they steal our pens? That's right. Not stealing, like take more of our pens, you know. How many would love to have this calendar, which is your business on it? How many?
You're selling them on.
I'm selling them on Amazon.
I have actually a photo of ATBs. They do have 4 colors for their own pens.
Oh yeah.
And they do have a 5th one. And I took the whole set because it's against branding. In branding, you need only 1 color. But you don't have green, blue, orange, and purple. I love the purple, as you guys know. So every time I go there, I got on purple. And then I found the set. So I had it on my phone. I took an image of the set, and I went to them and said, now I'm selling this set on Amazon or on eBay, you know, like a set of 5 pens from ATB. So we will be into the tangible part. So what will happen if you have like a mug, like your mug, like stainless steel mug? What will happen if you give it out and someone will come broken? And somebody will come, oh, you got me the mug here and it's broken. Can I change it? Okay, so satisfaction is a good way to use it, and when you have products, heavy products, you always say, I will guarantee if anything will fail within the first year, which is under warranty. And by the way, if the customization you will not feel comfort with, we will come at our cost, but we will cover the labor and you will cover the basic pieces where we change it. And here is our statement or our terms and conditions. So you must have, when people sign up, you must have a term and condition to cover you. Okay? So in your signing sheet, there is something to say, this is my terms and conditions. Which is a complete different discussions, which is complete different 6 hours workshop we can have if you guys like. Why you look at me?
Just give us a terms and conditions document. And
It's very customizable to what you offer. It's a very customizable to what you offer. I can give you the basics of it or what should include as parts and samples, but you must sit and do these things.
Yeah.
Because it will come. If you start interact with clients and customers, you will be challenged. And believe me, you don't want to be in a situation where the customer will know something and you come back and you say, no, the terms and conditions does not say that. Okay? The last part here will be where people will sign up. How to sign up. That's right? So how to sign? So we are very fortunate right now because there are so many tools available where people can sign up. One of them is Eventbrite. That's right. Or you can have HubSpot or Infusionsoft
Or your landing page.
or a landing page or so many ways. But you have to be clear where people will sign up. And if people will sign up, you may want to have the QR code to make it simple for them. And
Really? You think people will actually use the QR codes?
you know, I get this question all the time.
You know what?
It looks fun. It
It
looks
keeps on
funky.
coming up. Everyone puts it on there, but
It looks funky. Everybody's putting, I'm with the trend, you know? He has it here.
how many people have a QR
We have it
code?
here.
Well, I know, but how many people have a reader?
No, it's all in your app.
It's
I
all in-
Do you have a reader on your phone?
have a reader.
Do you have a reader on your phone? Do you?
Ask me if I use it.
I have a reader on my phone, but I do find instead of trying to find the app, I often just go and put the URL in instead.
Yeah.
Easier.
Do you use yours?
No, I put a URL on my new card instead of an app because everybody tells me the same thing. I don't use it. I have it, but I don't use
Do you
it.
have a QR code? Do you use it?
Not yet.
You never? Not yet. That's just it. I loaded it back when it was
They do-
popular,
they do in
Yeah.
the States, maybe.
and it's just
It was some specific age bracket. It's used and it's a good way to get people to sign up against their will, if you like, because when they have discussions on it. For me, when I hand in my cards, usually I got few.
Do you use it?
Yeah.
So what is the age group of people that would actually use it? Because I'm going for retired.
I believe right now they are in the 35 to up to 35 years old.
Oh, so that's not really my demographic.
You know.
Your retirees are using flip phones right now.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Phone app for that?
For me, it's also an indication that I'm open to be accessible in any way.
Right.
So there are so many things to say. Do you like QR code, Q code, or on your units or not? Sometimes it's nice to have it as part of the decoration, just of the feeling that you are really open up and you make it simple for people. But make sure it works because.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's a good challenge for people to say, oh, you know what, and even I have here the QR code and I'm sure it works. Do you want to try it, see if it works or not? And suddenly people will be on your site. So I don't know. You decide what's good for you. Everybody coming new, fresh, they have a QR code. Yes, sir.
One benefit of a QR code is that I think it's a paid service, but if you have a QR code thing, and you decide to change the landing page to direct this to, you can do it in the back end, so you don't have to reprint your cards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can actually redirect that, just like
Oh,
your
yeah.
other.
I know how it
conditional
works.
URLs, Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, you know how it works, but the benefit to the person with the flyers and all that, the benefit is that you don't have to change the cards or the print material or the marketing stuff because you can change the back end. So if you can use that QR code to any event, and it will be specific to that event that's happening that day. That's a benefit from our perspective, not the
Yeah.
consumer
Yeah.
perspective.
So if you have any more questions,
Lots of questions.
ask them.
Just kidding.
Today we're supposed to practice.
You want to take a chair or you can keep standing because we're going to be here a while.
She's saying she's not satisfied with today's session.
Today we just, to conclude, today was just a practice of how we can launch one product. Next time we'll talk about how to position these products into a program, which is coming Monday. So in summary, the product will have a title. We'll start with benefits. We have to have a list of what people will get as tangible. Guarantees, testimonials is a good part. Guarantees is a must-have. And how to sign and make it simple. QR code or without QR code or a link, but make the link simple, okay? Make the link like your website /sign up or your website /workshop. Don't make funky links, and if the words are long, just use capitalized for it. So how to build, how or change management workshop, make it C, management M, workshop W capital, so people can read it. Okay? And you can say also there's an urgency point where you can say sign up now or book your seat or stuff like that to make it urgent. And for sure you need to have dates and time and money. Okay? Any more questions? Can we go back on reflections section of today? So
He's still waiting for the third guarantee.
I'm holding out for my third.
put this back.
Even though I was disrupted in my aha moment with Miss Squeaky, I think I came up with. I think I came up with a understanding what I need to make sure that I have for the features for the lunch and learn.
Great. Great.
Sounds good.
I've had a lot of homework to do. I've really got to sit down and define everything.
And you can look at similar work, similar people, but please do it, because if you don't do it, it will not be your fingerprint. I know it takes time.
Mm-hmm.
There's been a lot here today, but I love the idea of this whole roadmap concept for what I do to help sort of ease people into a process and then show how I can support them moving through it.
And believe me, if you don't have a roadmap and you get your customers or client to sign up on it, you will not be able to continue long-term service, because you will not be able to show what are the milestones and what are the steps they achieved. And at that time, you'll be challenged on, do I really get service from you or not? It's all one deal.
I love the interaction of the room. I really benefit from your knowledge, your presentation, and how you guide us through the sequence of things that we need to become more aware of. A lot of the stuff you present, I know already, but I don't put it to use because I didn't have it in this context. You know, so thank you.
Happy to hear. Our good friend.
Good friend. I always get confused between benefits and features, so this helped me reinforce how to distinguish the two and how to tier the program such that it's appealing, you know, and you can qualify people. So it was good session.
So what I learned from my mentors early on features, they said it's a tangible thing. You hold it in your hand, you throw it to the wall, it hits you back in the face.
Right.
So when I ask about how to have the MP3 files and the movies, you know, they said, oh, you can send the player. I said, no, it's not even a player, and it's on a computer. They said, okay, so you can send the computer to the wall. I said, no, the computer is actually tied to the table. He said, you know what? You can also talk about how entertaining listening to your show people will be. People will enjoy.
That's a benefit.
So you will enjoy.
Right, you will enjoy
The education through YouTube.
Now, is that a feature or a benefit?
That's a benefit.
This will be a benefit, yeah, because I told you when it's not tangible.
Yeah.
So I told you what's tangible. He said you take it in your hand, you throw it to the wall, it hits you back in the face.
Okay, so
This was definition for tangible for us.
Okay.
I said, oh, you know what? So they send the VCR. No, the VCR or the computer is actually tied to the table. They send the table. The table is fixed in the library. Oh, you can now talk about how enjoyable is the learning experience.
Right. That's a benefit.
That's a benefit. So the point I want to make here, if it's not tangible,
Then it's a benefit.
it's a benefit.
Okay. That's a
People
good
will not pay any money whatsoever for tangible, for benefit. Sorry.
Oh, I was going to say for something
Sorry,
that'll hit
for
them in the
benefits.
face.
And that's why sometimes you need to have tickets, printed tickets, because people are paying for the event to take tickets. Sometimes you need to, it's very strange way, but Darryl, what would you?
I got one quick question before. On here it goes who and then what and then benefit and then features? Or no? The square with the black square, it says what the...
So when you have the
So,
titles,
Right of majesty, or right of the M word, it says what the, in the black print? Below.
yeah.
Yeah, what? Is that
This is what they say about your business.
what they say?
Because she mentioned that she has a survey,
Yeah,
and people would comment on the survey.
okay.
So we said if you have a testimonial,
Oh, okay.
but if you don't have a testimonial, you can say what others say about my service, or who attended this who received this service. They say the following, and you can have initials.
So we put the testimonies before the features and benefits?
No, the testimonials are coming after the features.
After the features, okay.
Yep, it should be.
Okay, so it goes title,
Benefits.
benefits, features, testimonials?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you wanna put the testimonial in between features, try
I just-
like.
No, I just...
You can do an A/B test all the time, right?
Yeah, so, yeah, this is great because I got a better understanding of what words to use in benefits because I didn't have the words and I had 4 different statements before, but now I got it to 2 because there's so many statements and I didn't know, and I had parts of a benefit in one sentence and parts in another sentence that can be combined into one statement. So it was more clear and concise, and then if I'm more clear and concise, and that's why people keep asking me, so what do you do? I'm like, well, I think it's pretty obvious. I've already helped people put testimonials. Why do you keep asking me every year what I do? But I want it to be customized, so I don't really want to say, it's a conflict that I have, I guess. I don't really want to say what I do because I want it to be customized for everybody, but they keep asking me the same question, so now I understand why. Whereas before, I didn't look at it from that perspective, right? Because, yeah.
Mike, how do you reflect about today?
Well, at the end of the day, the puzzle pieces just seem to be coming closer together, and I'm starting to see, their overall image that it's creating. Just get a deeper understanding every time through the repetition that we're having here.
And through repetition, as adult learning, we are in a nice, funky age bracket where we have to see things and we have to experience things. So the bad news I want to tell you right now is you must have for each one of these lines a product sheet.
Okay.
Yes.
Product.
This product sheet benefit things which we talked about must exist, not in your brain.
Yeah.
Because if I want to ask you to come for my webinar, the webinar is a one standalone offer. What people will benefit from the webinar is they will know that they need to have a strategy. What people will benefit from the strategy, the workshop, is they will achieve the strategy. What people will benefit from my weekly or monthly engagement is what? Applying the strategy. So when you look at the funneling people through this sequence here, this sequence goes along these tags. Okay? Customers, main customers will come here. Yes, you can still charge money here. I'm not saying that, no. But my main customers will come here. My clients will come at this area. And all activities I'm doing it here are towards these people. This is another way to look at it. So if I'm selling a business services, business coaching, I have my own way or change management approaches. I have my own education here. So what I do in the work, if this is the workshop or if this is the one-on-one program, for example, my workshop will be here to show them different strategies. Before the workshop, I will have my 20 minutes or 40 minutes or 90 minutes introduction to show them the need for having the strategy. That's right. And these ones are marketing pieces where it talks about the value and benefits of this service. So this is a sad part of the story that you need to have similar sheet for each one. It does not necessarily have 20 features, 10 features. It can be having only 1 or 2 features. However, if you have each one of them on a sheet, you will have better clarity. Okay?
I found it handy to have everything on this one sheet that you gave me. Is this something you don't give out?
No, we give it out at different times. However, you must have for every single one of these,
Yeah, you have to fill out this whole
this
thing.
for each one of them.
So you start off your product sheet then with who your audience is, and then you complete it based on your audience, whether it's general audience. Okay.
You don't,
And if you say, I have here business owners who will come here, where you will meet this business, how you get these business owners in. So if they are the car sales people, you need to offer these to car sales managers. If these are construction companies, you need to talk to, like, I have an issue with Launch and Learn for people who are not decision making. Okay? So when you have a complex like this other business, you have a complex decision making structure, which one should be attending so they can make a decision to use this one. So we have to figure out who is the decision making, who is influencing the different decision process or decision points, and then we have to take our way through. Majority of the time, the top individual of the organization will be the one who make decisions. So if you deal with the CEO is enough. Sometimes you have to be with the project management, sometimes you have to be with the VP engineering, and so this is for your business to decide.
But then sometimes with the Lunch and Learn, it could be like the example you gave before, that they thought that it was really important, and they wrap up the data and they take it to the decision makers.
Yep. This is a different strategy, and this strategy is a lost lead strategy. It will cost you too much money, and their contracts here are millions. $40 million training is a lot of money per year. So if somebody will train at this level, they will invest here somewhere in the $10 million range. Okay. So this function of what's your business look like.
So is that lateral line the same as this, but just visually you represent it differently?
This are the audience or the recipients of what you offer.
Okay. And that's
These
how you're
recipients should get the service which is structured in this way.
saying- and that's where you have to address each one of those audiences differently.
At their level of complexity, at their level of knowledge, at their depths of experience with you. The more depth experience, it starts with the C. Because if I'm a client of yours, I experience what you serve. So when you have a workshop or a seminar with hands-on sessions, you basically, anybody here is easier to sell. That's why if you get them for free to attend your workshops, you need to have the VIP, even if they are 10. You need to have the TOTS, they call it, like shirts and bags and stuff like that. Like if you go to Fabulous 50, Fabulous 50 and 50U, they sell so many things. They like $20 t-shirt, $10 bottle. And many of the people will go to these events for free. They will buy these things because they want to support the venue. Sometimes we have donations, like on the leadership, on the Calgary Leadership Forum, we get everybody, we get the candidate, and then we will ask for donations. So what will happen in donations? Usually we make more money than if we ask for $10 entry fee. Last time we had 400 plus before the last bilateral election where Jason Kenney came in. And if you go to, I'm not sure, there is a video I shared it was on the forum where it's uncut video. You will see where they stop and say, now we are putting this on our credit card and would like you to see your contribution to cover the cost of the venue. Each one of the audience put between $5 to $20. Even the candidates themselves. And it was a competition between the candidates who donated more. So it was a brilliant way for the organizer to make money. The same for the another group, another family violence prevention group. I'm fundraised for them, and we raised about $45,000 in 7 minutes. With the same concept, just getting fill 100 table, 40 people in the room, and just give them the benefits and the cause, and each one can pay $70 for the dinner, end up putting between $1,000 to $10,000 as a business, as a donation to the foundation. So when you map it in this way, you have a better clarity. If you want to articulate it, you have to articulate it not in the eye, not a computer graphics, not a graphic service, and the website. Because I'm not sure how many will like you to do the website, but they do the graphic service elsewhere, and how many will do want you get you for the graphic service because they're doing the website elsewhere. How many of these did you get?
A lot of them.
Okay, so it will be much easier for you to say I am web designer, including all the graphics and everything.
That's what I'm looking at, is what this entry point is. So that's based on, like you said, where I've got my clients already. So the ones who are web people, maybe they need LinkedIn reach out now, or maybe my brochure people now are ready to update their website so I can see how I have to.
However, you have to be one. That's why you may want to rebrand yourself as a marketing agency, because marketing agency will do all of this. I am so and so for all your marketing need.
One-stop shop.
Yes, and if you even have no expertise in fulfillment, and fulfill some of the other service, you can always hire me or hire somebody else.
Yeah.
That's right.
Well, that's what I was sort of seeing. I can see such an intersection with what you do and what you call branding versus what I call branding from a visual standpoint.
Because we address different markets. I address markets where experts want to sell their expertise and make money out of it. You address branding for companies and the small businesses. The risk you have is you have so many competitors. The risk I have is I work with the poor people, because usually these people don't have enough money to pay me, but I have a mission to do it. That's why I run a not-for-profit organization. I'm not a business for profit. But this is the difficult, because it always comes to this table. I'm a business coach. There was a business coach over there, focused on sales. Marcel, who did not come today, is a business coach. So what difference between all of these business coaches? And when we had discussions about business, you will see all of them are contributing, because there is no conflict, because each one was identified early on with these centric circles to distinguish his service in a different way, because their audience are different. Small business entrepreneurs, utility and different set of business, a small business with trade options in it, and Marcel more on the family business. So you'll see, and people will come, how do you sit together on the table and discuss your business, guys? Because they are different. They are different customers, different client base, maybe overlapping. And you know what? When somebody will not have enough time to serve everybody, they will hire each other. So, okay. Any more questions before we close? Okay, so thank you very much, and see you on Monday.
Copyright 2017 Win Your Brand. All rights reserved. This video is subject to copyright owned by Win Your Brand. Any reproduction or republication of all or part of this video is expressly prohibited, unless Win Your Brand has explicitly granted its prior written consent. All other rights reserved.